What's up, YouTube? It's DUBKDAD Team DKF, showing you guys version 1 of Indy 500, my Geargia Karakuri build. I'm running cards that I like. I tried many of the YCS Toronto builds, and I've taken a lot of advice from other players. I don't like Tour Guide in the build, I don't like Giant Rat, and I don't like Grand Mole. And I decided to run the cards I like, so let's see how it looks. 3 Geargia Armor, 3 Geargia Arsenal, 3 Geargia Accelerator, 2 Geargia Mark II, 2 Watchdog, 1 Strategist, 2 Snowman Eater, 2 Genetic Alex Birdman, Gores, Queek, and Effect Veiler. It's 21 monsters, 1 Soul Taker, 3 MST, Heavy Storm, Mind Control, Pot of Avarice, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, 2 Bottomless, 2 Dimensional Prison, 2 Compulsory, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, Torrential, Trap Stun, and Mirror Force. So it's a total of 42 cards. 42 cards I feel is almost like the new 40 in decks that mass search and thin. This guy thins, he thins. When you start your synchro spam, excuse me, you're thinning 3 cards. So making a deck that beefy prevents you from opening your tuners so much. You don't really want to open with these guys unless you have a combo. So you're better off opening one of these 6 cards, or even a couple, or a Snowman Eater or something. And then extra deck: Tempo, Zenmaines, Lavier, Utopia, Photon Popular Operative, Shockmaster, Gear Gigant X, number 11 Big Eye, Black Rose Dragon, Turtle, 2 Beret, Burrito, Stardust, and Scrap Dragon. And that rounds out the 15 card extra deck. We'll go in reverse, like you guys are familiar with the way I do my deck profiles. We'll start with the extra deck. These are cards I wish I could fit in my extra deck: Ancient Fairy Dragon, Barkion, Soul of the Silver Mountain, Utopia Ray, and Triforce. All these cards would be really amazing in here. And I guess depending on the event I went to, one of these may end up in there. But right now, I feel that every card in here, every card in my extra deck right now is important, which leaves me no space for any of these. Some people don't like Landois; they'd rather play Ancient Fairy Dragon. Some people only run one rank 3, whether it be Tempo or Zenmaines. And to do that, that would free up 2 spots. Some people think that Triforces win more, but the way I look at it is when he attacks, they can't deprison or mirror force. He'll force the compulsory right away. If you mind control the Thunder King, then maybe you can bring back your Effect Veiler, your Utopia, your Butterfly, face down defense, so if something does happen to him, at least you have a monster on board to block an attack. And if you synchro with a random fire monster, you get to do burn damage. So it's a pretty win more interesting card. The Earth thing is the most notable since all your level 4 guys are Earth. Attacking into those deep prisons is like a champ, and they're just sitting there. So in my opinion, in a deep prison mirror force heavy environment, which this is turning out to be, he be a prime candidate getting into the extra. Barkion with Strategist and Mark II, that's a possibility. And then against Dark Worlds and Gravekeepers, Ancient Fairy Dragon, of course. Alright, now the one-ofs. Torrential Tribute. There's a lot of debate right now, Geargia players, about playing this card. They don't like the board wipe because you're relying so much on your armors. But I'm of the camp who believes that it's nice to have, because if your opponent figures out you're not playing it, then they're free to spam and then deal with your back rows. If I've already got a +1 off my armor, I will torrential the hell out of my armor. It already paid for itself, and so it can die. Trap Stun. I feel this is too important. I'm running 12 traps. Some of the other decks are running at least 10 traps, and Trap Stun freezes those, forces their chainables right then and there. If they don't have any chainables, then you just go ham all in their face. Only running Mirror Force and 2D Prison. Some people like triple Dimensional Prison and double Mirror Force. But instead of doing that, I decided to run 2 compulsories. So you could choose to go, 3D Prison and double Mirror Force. I like the compulsory because cards like Zen Mains and Adris, Zen Mains, Tyrus, Maestroke, Gachi, all those cards can be a problem. Moving the face down monster out of the way so you can attack for game. Just too many things that you can do with compulsory, and that's why it's good. Main deck Soul Taker, just to get rid of problem cards. Heroes are big, it gets rid of Shining. Clear the Thunder King out of the way. It sucks to use a Soul Taker on Thunder King, but I mean, if you have to, you have to. I don't run Maxi in the main. Another card I wish I'd like to get in the main board, but Effect Veiler, I feel that while it's kind of subpar right now in some aspects, on the other hand, when they go Magician Rat, blah, 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 and they go to make Shockmaster, they go to make Zen Matey, having that Effect Veiler right then and there was pretty cool, because if I really don't know how to explain it other than the fact that aside from potentially breaking up a big play with Veiler, I can always drop Veiler with Bray or any of these guys to go into level 8, or I can, Birdman combos, make Bray, summon Veiler, then combo into Burrito. That's just the kind of thing I'm looking at, just a multi-purpose utility. Snowman Eater made it to the main board. Again, this Thunder King hate. He's a level 3, so it allows me to go into my rank 3s. And he's just a solid body. And you can just play mind games. Game 1, they attack. They hit your Snowman Eater. Say, oh crap, what is he playing? So then they'll attack your Snowman Eater with a Saiyan or something. And it turns out to be a Geargia armor. And they're like, oh, okay. And then you can just go back and forth setting these guys. And they don't know what's what. Some people only like 1 and 1. I might be leaning that way. The thing about running the extra Saizan is that you can get one more sinker out of it, and that's why I run it. Now, when I said at the beginning about running cards I really like this card. It's just, I don't know, just the Debris Dragon Junk Synchron type thing is really cool to me. That mechanic, Revive the Dude back from the graveyard. You can get your Arsenal, then tribute it for another Mark II, go for a rank 3, get your armor, so it really sets up plays, especially with Birdman. You can summon, revive a race car, bounce Mark II to your hand, or bounce the race car to your hand, special summon Birdman, special summon race car, and then you can go off from there because you can go Beret, get Saizan, Beret with these 2 guys, and get quick, and right there you have substantial amount of damage. The last card I didn't mention that I'd like to run was Limit Removal. This card steals games. The reason why I didn't make the cut is simply because I don't draw it enough. It was in there, and I didn't draw it enough. A lot of times I had it, and it just felt win more because I'm not putting a sizable amount of machines on the board to make it, to make it really count until I go off. But by the time I go off, I'm winning anyway. So, that's why I didn't make the cut. But, I mean, the ability to steal games with that card is just too good. Well, this is version 1, Indy 500. Please comment down below about what you think, tech cards you're running in your versions, and if you'd like to see the updated versions in the future. It's DUBKDAD, and I'm out.